Mental Health, brought to you by Barber Behavioral Health, a service of Barber National Institute.
It's time to welcome into the Blue Couches today Cassandra Pilarski from Barber Behavioral Health for our segment. And this time we're talking about a really important topic, caregiver burnout. It's something that I was just hearing an article about the sandwich generation, where they might have a kid that they're raising, plus they're caring for, a parent. Caregiver burnout's a real thing.
It is a real thing, and it's very common. Most people don't realize how common it is. They say that about 60% of caregivers experience this. So it's something that I think some people might not realize they're even experiencing at the time. But it is a real concern.
And are we talking about caregivers both in the professional setting and then perhaps, if you're caring for an older parent?
Yes, both things. We have some of our employees or providers for our life sharing program are also employees for Barber National Institute. And then they work for our life sharing program where they're caring for an individual with an intellectual disability in their home. So, their 9-to-5 job is not only caring for, whatever individuals they're supporting in the workplace, but then they come home and they might have an individual at home. So all day, that can get to you, that can burn you out.
What are some things you can do to kind of combat that and to just stay at a healthy spot?
You really need to take time for yourself. I think a lot of people don't realize if you can't take care of somebody else, if you're not taking care of yourself, right? And don't be afraid to ask for help, or recognize the signs. If you're feeling exhausted, if you're feeling tired, or you're recognizing that there's just something not right or you're off, look out in your community or contact the Barber National Institute and ask, what supports are out there for me? Because I'm just feeling like I'm alone in this. I need something. I need support for this.
Does it seem that caregivers are a little bit more burnout in their job than other professions?
I think so. I think that could be very true in most situations. That's why I want to make sure that there's awareness and that everybody knows it's not a shameful thing to ask for help. And you got to know where your local resources are, and don't be afraid if you have to contact your healthcare provider. Do that and ask them, where can I go? What do you suggest? How do I manage my stress? How do I limit this, or how do I get the support I need so that everybody around me is cared for?
And also for caregivers at home, don't forget that remember all those people that say, let me know if there's anything I can do.
That's right.
Take them up on it once in a while, right? Reach out and just say, hey, I need a day. Could you, could we arrange something? People would be more than happy to help you out in those situations.
That's right. And don't be afraid as a family member if you're recognizing somebody or a loved one or a friend is not engaging in the activities that they usually did or looked a little bit more tired, ask them, hey, how can I help? What can I do? Or I know of a friend went through this and they went to, their healthcare provider or contacted the Barber National Institute and they were able to get help, maybe recognizing those around you that might be suffering and offering that support, as well as asking.
Right. We've talked about so much, sometimes taking that first step though, making that phone call, asking for help can sometimes just be the hardest part of it all.
Just recognizing, just saying, I do need help.
Right, and the Barber National Institute is a great spot to start. You just saw that the phone number there, we share it each and every week, so don't be afraid to reach out and to say, hey, just need a little support.
That's right.
Yeah, it can make the world a difference.
It can.
Yeah. Cassandra, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, let's send it over to John to see what he's watching today.